Hey guys, what's going on? It's Verbal, and I'm here to talk to you guys about etiquette today. But before I get into that, I just want to say thanks to TryHardPantz, whose gameplay we are watching, and his link's in the description. Pretty darn good gameplay, and I appreciate you letting me post this on my channel, man. So, etiquette. Etiquette is basically the rules of social norms. So we define it for our community. If we decide that saying first on every video is a social norm, then that is the etiquette of our community. If we decide that calling each other fag and homo and cocksucker and blah blah blah, then that is what our social norm is, and that's what the etiquette is. I'm here to try and change that a little bit. I'm here to put out a video to try and educate and say, hey, there's no need for the majority of what we do, and I'd appreciate and I would like to see us be a little bit more mature. Kind of touching on one of the points that Long Hauler is a good buddy of mine, who you'll see in the live screen on F&G, and if you're not subscribed, go and find his channel too. Maybe I'll even link him as well, because he had a great, maybe I'll link the video he did about this etiquette and treating each other with respect, even though we may disagree. So I'm going to jump into this. I've got 5 different topics: dual comms, how to comment on videos, my friends list, joining session in general, and joining my session, and Skype. So let's get started. Dual comms. A lot of people keep asking me for dual comms. Can I do a dual comm with me? And it's even friends of mine who I've known for a long time now, and I as it happened, I happened to get a few more subs than them. I want to help every single one of you out, which really bugs me, because I'm like, the 15 of you who've been in touch and said, hey, can I do a dual comm with you? Hell yes, let's do it. But then if I did that, all those 15 dual comms on my website or on my channel, all my subs would get pissed off and be like, yo, Verbal, we get it. There's 15 new guys that you think are great, but we don't want every single one of them in our inbox, so no way. So there you go. It's tough. It's tough to find out how to do it. And here's my story. Basically what I did is I did my first dual comm when I got to like 450, maybe 500 subs. I did it with Jorge Casador, or otherwise known as Free Kill 101 101. We were friends beforehand. We've maintained friendship afterwards. He's a great player. I love talking to him. He's just good fun. But it was mutually beneficial. We were both at the same level. We both had around that 400 or 500 mark sub count. And that was really, really good, because there was something that we could both benefit from it. It wasn't like me reaching out to Woody, where I have, not even 100th of his subscribers, trying to, bring value to him, because I can't. There's no value I can bring to CNNers. But there is value he can bring to me, so I want something from him, right? Well, think about it this way instead. Put out your videos. Do a good job with them. Make it something that you want to watch. And when you're at that point where it really is something you like, build it up. Get it to 200, maybe 300, maybe 400. Maybe that's a good target. And then align yourself with someone online who is at the same level as you. Someone who would find it mutually beneficial with you, and see how that would go for you. So that's my advice on dual comms. Let's go on to commenting on videos. I have a story for you about a guy who commented on my video. He was responding to, that moron that writes first. Yes, we get it. Thank you. You're the first to type in FIRST. Well done. Well, he was commenting on that guy, and he was saying, what an idiot. Don't do that. Come on, you add a little bit more value. But he did it in a way where he insulted the person, with a kind of vicious word. And I'm not going to repeat it, and I'm not going to call this guy out for it. Because he also followed up with one of the most mature things I've ever seen. So I called him out in a comment. I was like, hey, please don't do that. There's no need to say that on my videos. And this guy shot me a private note on YouTube, and he was like, hey, listen, man, I'm really, really sorry. That's not me. I don't know why I said that. And I really apologize for doing that on your channel. I didn't mean it, and I didn't mean to show you disrespect. And I'm like, that's a really mature response. Because he's right. He was showing me disrespect, but he realized that, and he apologized. And just the level of maturity it takes to apologize to someone, to understand and know when you've done something wrong. Here's me digitally handshaking you, big man, because that was really cool. I'm really impressed with that. So, guys, let's try and up our level of comments. Let's try and say something constructive. If you don't like one of my videos, Jesus, that's totally fine. I have that all the time. It's not a problem at all. But tell me what you didn't like about it. Verbal, you went on for too long. Verbal, the gameplay actually wasn't that good and wasn't worthy of being posted on your channel. You lost your trail of thought. I've shot messages to freaking Onslaught saying that before, and he's been really receptive to the information, because we're all trying to do a better job here. And if you tell me how you didn't like it, rather than just saying that I'm crap, that's helpful. So let's try and be helpful. There are a certain number of you guys, and I can't do anything about it, but you're younger and you're not going to listen, and you see me right now as some father figure that's telling you off and you've been a bad kid. I don't mean it that way, but I know that you won't listen and you will still, say abusive things on my channel, and life will go on. But I tell you what, you will be blocked, and I'm sorry that for the rest of you that we have to put up with that for a little while, but those people will be blocked. And I think you guys know by now that I'm not in this for the money. Yeah, obviously if Machinima offer me a contract, I'm not going to say no to getting money for a hobby. That would be stupid. But at the same time, this isn't the be-all and end-all. You all know that I'm an ad exec and living in New York City. I do pretty well for myself, so this isn't really make it or break it for me. This is fun, and that's what I'm here to do, to talk to you guys and have a good time doing that. So let's move on. My friends list. Up until now, I've been accepting friends, and that's it's got to stop, because basically what happens is I hurt too many people's feelings. I accept someone, play with them for a couple of weeks, and then delete them, and it's like, oh, what did I do wrong? Why did you delete me? I'm like, you did nothing wrong. There's just 10 more friend requests that came in during that week, and I kind of want to be nice and play with those guys too. So rather than hurting someone's feeling every 2 or 3 days, what I'm going to do instead is delete pretty much the majority of everyone, except for the people that I play with on a regular basis. If I haven't played with you in a couple of months, look, I'm sorry, but you're probably on one of my friends' list, so we'll play together, no big deal. And that way, I get a chance to sort of skin down the herd, and I get a chance to tweet. If I'm needing people, I will tweet it. Don't join my session, but send me a message. Send me a message on Xbox Live and say, Twitter, the first 2 or 3 people, or however many people I need, will get the invite. If you don't get an invite, you weren't quick enough. I'm sorry, first come, first serve basis. I do get, though, that that's my responsibility to tweet you guys. I definitely will try harder at doing that. Which leads me very clearly to my next point. Joining session. Please don't join session. Please, please, please don't join session. If you join session and sit there and talk, oh my god, Verbal, it's so cool to talk to you, you're awesome, you're great. Oh, dude, I love that, that's awesome. But you're talking. We're planting bombs. I'm making call-outs, and you're stopping me making call-outs. I had a great game the other day with a sub who joined session, and I'm playing with Larry and Onslaught, and we're having a good time, but he sits there and talks, and talks about Onslaught's latest video and tells Larry he's doing a good job, and I'm like, hey, I love that feedback, but this isn't the right forum for it. That feedback should be sent on YouTube. So if you do that, I'm going to block you. I'm going to block communications on Xbox Live, and I'm not going to let you come and play with us anymore, because it's not helpful and it's not funny. You wouldn't like it if I did it to you, so bear with me on that joining session. There is one caveat. There was a sub of 80 Moxies who jumped into our lobby maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and basically turned around to Moxie and was like, hey, listen, I'm joining session, but I'm not staying. I just want to say you're doing a great job, and congrats on 3,000 subscribers. I was like, that's really, really kind. And the kid left just as quickly, and Moxie got enough to say, hey, thanks a lot, man, that's really cool. And that was it. So that type of thing, I'm totally okay with. Skype. Skype is how I communicate with the majority of directors. If I've got you on Skype and all we do is chit-chat and you kind of ask me questions all the time, I'm probably going to be deleting you. Don't hate me. I apologize. But I got to keep it clean. I've already got something like 50 different contacts, and it's kind of tough as it is already, and that's meant to be my easy way to communicate with people, and YouTube certainly isn't. I mean, I can't imagine how many messages Woody gets a day if I'm getting, something like 50. So I'll probably be culling down the herd of people on my Skype. So if you're on my Skype, I apologize. Anyway, guys, that's my etiquette video. If you get this linked to you in future, I think you know why I linked you to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope we can set a little etiquette standards here. All right, take it easy.